So there were a moment that I worked as a journalist when I was in Egypt. And when I was working as a journalist in Egypt, I wanted to do an investigation about the population of Jewish community in Egypt. And I'm from Alexandria, and I tried to reach out to the Jewish community in Alexandria, and I found that it was hard to find them. And when I tried to understand why, where are all the Jews in Alexandria or in Egypt, I found out later they've been misplaced from Egypt since Gamal Abdel Nasser, when he was a president, and then Anwar Sadat, and then people after. And when I found finally that one man that maybe can talk to me about the Jews in Egypt, how things going on. He kept rescheduled the appointment, and finally he called me to just face me that he did not want to do this interview. And fun fact that he said that the last time he did an interview with another journalist in Egypt, about their community, the Jewish community, he said they took my words, twisted it, and they just made up a story that's not real, and they just wanted to have more clicks or more views in their website, which harmed and caused damage to our Jewish community, that what left, the leftovers of Jewish community in Alexandria. So that backlashed against us. So I do not want to put myself and my community in the same thing again. So I apologize. I don't want to do this interview with you anymore because I don't want any damage or harm that might happen. And before I just try to explain to him this is not my intention, he just interrupted me. We were talking over the phone and he interrupted me and he said, I'm sorry, I'm an old man. I just have maybe a few years till I die and I don't want to cause any drama in my life. So, by the way, this call is recorded. So, in case of anything might happen, I would have at least an evidence because I went through a lot the last time that I accepted to do interview and I trusted those journalists. So, I don't want to put any drama in my life. I am very old man and I'm sorry. I just apologize, but I just letting you know that I'm recording this because I don't want to go into another drama or legal drama in my life because I'm still trying to recover from the last thing that they did to me. And that broke my heart. That really broke my heart because I just knew that, oh my gosh, so I wouldn't even have the chance to speak to the last people, the Jewish community in Egypt, because other bigoted and other hypocrites hurted them because they're just Jews. Not every Jewish person is a bad person, okay? So whenever you think that, oh, Israel is bad, so yeah, Israel is a country, right? And every country has two sides. They have a bad side and a good side. So Egypt has probably fucking bad side all the time because I'm Egyptian and I can't say shit about my country. I have this permission, okay? And in a matter of fact that you have to understand that it's not all great and it's not all amazing, right? If you disagree with the government, the Israeli government, you're probably correct. I disagree with a lot of things that they are doing as well. But do not put other Jews in the same equation because you're putting all the Jews in the same equation and all the Jews in Israel because a lot of Jews in Israel do not agree with what their government are doing as well. Long story short, that people have to understand that not all Jews in the Middle East came from the West. We didn't. It's not like importing them from outside. Most of them actually they are from Middle East. I don't understand why people just keep thinking that all the Jews came from outside. All the Jews came from the Europe or the Americas. Not all of them came from there. Some of them came from there, yeah, but not all of them, yeah. So a lot of Jews came from the Middle East, and I think they call them Mizrahi or Mizrahi. I'm sorry for maybe saying it wrong, but I don't know the specific word, but uh, they are indigenous people too. So, but people who are just like claiming that all the Jews came from outside as we're importing them, It doesn't make any sense, right? So instead of just like being a liar and say all of them came from outside, just please check the history, what happened to the Jews in Egypt. I'm not going to speak about other countries. I just know a little about Lebanon and Morocco, but I'm going to speak about my country, Egypt. They being misplaced, they being forced to leave Egypt. If you don't remember, we've studied that when we were in high school or maybe younger in elementary school in history books, and it was in the history book, in the Gamal Abdel Nasser regime. They call it Gala el Inglis, and also put with them Gala el Yahud, which is like misplacing the English people at the same time when Egypt like became free and independent. And the funny thing is they put only one line, that as if Jews are English too. They took their citizenship from them because they are Jews. So basically, people just keep thinking that as if Jews came, all of them from America, some of them came from outside, but not all of them. Not all of them. This is weird. So yeah, their house is being taken, um, and I guess everyone know that. In Gamal Abdel Nasser regime, when he became a president, of course, بعد الانقلاب العسكري حرفيا أخد بيوتهم، أخد كل حاجة. يعني أنا بجد أخد كل حاجة، كل حاجة. ما إنجليز بقى يهود، أخد كل حاجة، ما سابلهمش ولا حاجة. حتى الحسابات اللي كانت في البنك جمدها وأخدها. ما عشان انت يهودي تبقى في بلد ما انتش عارف هو ايه اللي بيحصل فيها، فجأة كل حاجة تتاخد منك، وفي الاخر الناس تيجي تقول لي مش عارفة ما تتكلميش عن اليهود، واليهود ولاد وسخة ومش عارف ايه. ده انت ابن وسخة يا عم، والله انت ابن وسخة يا عم، عشان ما بتقراش التاريخ يعني الناس حتى it's antisemitism even when you curse someone you call them Jews. Are you Jewish or fucking infidel? When you curse someone you told them are you Jewish? Being Jewish became a curse. It became a curse.